Manila, Philippines, a deal in the making. Iran eyes major port investment in surprise diplomatic push. The news flashed across screens on a humid Friday morning, sending a jolt through Makati's financial district. An Iranian delegation, led by a high-ranking trade minister, was seen leaving Malacanang Palace, smiling, shaking hands with Filipino officials. This wasn't a routine visit. It marked the start of a significant calculated step by Tehran onto a new stage. Inside the palace, men in dark suits discussed billion-dollar figures, container terminals, and oil refineries. Months of quiet negotiations had led to this moment, a partnership few anticipated. The implications would stretch far beyond the palace, reaching into Manila's crowded ports and busy markets. Imagine the port of Manila, giant cranes, the smell of salt and diesel, dock workers moving cargo. Here, Iran's interest is set to materialize with a proposal to expand and modernize a key terminal. For the Philippines, it means jobs and infrastructure. For Iran, a strategic foothold in Southeast Asia. This is about more than concrete and steel. It's about influence. Initial reports were sparse, fueling speculation in Manila's coffee shops and online forums. Why the Philippines? Why now? For decades, Iran's focus was the Middle East. But today, its gaze has shifted eastward. This is more than a trade deal. It's a story of two nations seeking new friends in a changing world. The handshake was just the beginning. A new chapter had opened, and the world was watching. To understand Iran's pivot, look through Tehran's eyes. Squeezed by sanctions and isolated, Iran is seeking new partners as the global order shifts. It's building a resistance economy, less dependent on the West, more integrated with the East. The Philippines, a founding ASEAN member, with a young, growing population and a hunger for energy, is an ideal partner. Manila's independent foreign policy and openness to new investors make it attractive. Timing is key. With global attention elsewhere, Iran quietly expands its reach. The Philippines, pragmatic and strategic, is willing to engage. For Iran, the Philippines offers a strategic location on vital sea lanes, a gateway to the Pacific. Investing in a Philippine port isn't just about infrastructure, it's about gaining strategic depth. Both sides are taking a calculated risk, driven by mutual necessity. This is a long-term play, a move on the global chessboard. The partnership signals a more ambitious, far-reaching foreign policy for Iran. At the heart of this partnership is economics. Iran has vast oil and gas reserves but struggles to sell freely. The Philippines is energy-hungry and growing fast. The deal goes beyond crude oil. Plans include joint ventures and a potential new oil refinery in the Philippines. This could create jobs, boost energy security, and deepen economic ties. For Iran, it's a chance to move up the value chain and embed itself in the Philippine economy. Trade is two-way. Iran needs food, technology, and consumer goods. The Philippines exports bananas, pineapples, electronics, goods in demand in Iran. Imagine a Mindanao banana shipped to Tehran, while Iranian oil powers Filipino factories. Millions of such exchanges build real partnerships. This is the tangible impact of high-level meetings trade that benefits ordinary people. It's about shared prosperity, not just politics. The economic lifeline is being built, one shipment at a time. The partnership is as practical as it is ambitious. Beyond economics, Iran's move is a shrewd political maneuver. By partnering with a key ASEAN member, Iran signals it's not isolated. For the Philippines, it's a delicate balancing act, maintaining its U.S. alliance while engaging Iran. Manila must reassure Washington that new ties don't threaten old ones. Both nations value independence and see themselves as charting their own course. South-South cooperation appeals to both, offering a way to escape great power rivalries. Subtle shifts may appear in international forums, with Manila taking more nuanced positions. The goal: maximize options, have friends in all camps. Opening a door to Iran doesn't close others, but it builds a new corridor. The political dance is cautious, but the direction is clear. The Philippines is quietly expanding its diplomatic playbook. Security concerns shadow the Iran-Philippines partnership. For the U.S. and Israel, Iran's growing presence raises suspicions of covert activity. Philippine security agencies must weigh economic gains against new risks. There's fear of becoming a target or a conduit for illicit activities. Yet, the Philippines faces its own security threats: extremist groups in Mindanao. Iran's counterterrorism experience could offer valuable insights, even if direct cooperation is limited. Quiet intelligence exchanges may occur driven by mutual interests. Trust is limited, but pragmatism prevails. The security relationship will be cautious, transactional, and always shadowed by mistrust. It's a high-stakes dance, with both sides watching their step. The Iran-Philippines relationship sends ripples across the Indo-Pacific. ASEAN states are watching, some wary of importing Middle Eastern rivalries, others eyeing similar deals. If Manila succeeds, others may follow, reshaping regional economics and politics. China welcomes the trend, seeing it as a way to weaken U.S. influence and strengthen its own. Beijing may even support Iran-ASEAN projects to build a multipolar order. For the U.S., this is a warning sign, a crack in its alliance network. Washington's response will be crucial. Pressure could backfire, nuance may keep Manila close. The Philippines is now a battleground for influence between major powers. The region's balance is shifting, one partnership at a time. The world is watching how Manila navigates these new currents. Beyond politics, the new relationship is changing daily life. In Manila's Quiapo district, a Persian restaurant sees more curious customers. The owner notes, "People ask about our food, our culture. It's a good start." Universities launch lectures on Persian history. Student exchanges are discussed. Maria, a political science student, says, "Understanding Iran helps us see the world differently." Not everyone is optimistic. Business owners worry about U.S. backlash and supply chain risks. If we get too close to Iran, what happens to our exports? One asks. For others, like engineer Paulo, the news brings hope. A new refinery could mean jobs at home, not abroad. Maybe we can build our own country instead of building theirs, Paulo says. For many, the promise of work is real and immediate. The partnership's impact is felt in classrooms, kitchens, and construction sites. It's a story of curiosity, caution, and hope. The changes are small but growing. The new chapter is being written in everyday lives. This is a crossroads for both nations. For the Philippines, success means energy security, investment, and a model for independent foreign policy. Failure could damage its U.S. alliance and expose it to new risks. Every step must be cautious. Prosperity without compromising security. For Iran, a win validates its Look East policy and breaks isolation. Success opens doors across Asia. Failure reinforces its pariah status. The Philippines is a test case for Iran's grand strategy. The stakes go beyond one port or refinery. They're about national trajectories. Both governments know the risks and rewards are immense. The outcome will define their place in a changing world. The future of Iran-Philippines ties could take many paths. The best case, deepening cooperation, successful projects, and cultural exchange. The Philippines balances new and old alliances, becoming a diplomatic bridge. The worst case, U.S. pressure, security incidents, or failed projects, sour the partnership. Most likely, engagement will be cautious and limited, focused on specific needs, not grand alliances. Manila will reaffirm its U.S. ties while quietly pursuing economic gains with Iran. The relationship will be pragmatic, not passionate. This story reflects a world where unlikely partners are forced together by necessity. The final outcome isn't written, it depends on choices in Manila, Tehran, and Washington. Diplomats, politicians, and global events will shape what comes next. For now, the world watches as this untold story unfolds, one handshake at a time. The next chapter is just beginning.